Hello and welcome to everyone. Today I am going to discuss about some problems of miscellaneous exercise on chapter number 9, sequence and series. So let's discuss number 17. If ABCD are in GP, prove that these three terms are in GP. So we can solve this problem with two different methods. So method 1, its solution. Method 1. In first method, since given A, B, C, D are in GP, therefore we know very well the common ratio, that is B by A, is equals to C by B is equals to D by C, will be equal. If I take first and second ratio, that is if B by A is equals to C by B, and after cross multiplication I get B square is equal to AC. This is first condition. If second and third ratio equal, C by B is equals to D by C, then I get C square equals to BD. This is second condition. And if I take first and third ratio equal, B by A is equals to D by C, then BC is equals to AD. BC is equals to AD. This is the third condition. Now we have to prove A power n plus B power n, comma B power n, C power n, and C power n, D power n are in GP. In order to prove these three are in GP, we will prove this imply, as we know, if three terms x, y, z are in GP, then the square of middle term is equals to, so using this, here you can see that this is the middle term, so this implies B power n plus C power n whole square is equals to A power n plus B power n multiplied by C power n plus D power n. So I take left hand side, okay, then I will prove this multiplication. This is right hand side. Now left hand side is what? B power n plus C power n whole square. Now squaring both sides, so B power n whole square, A square plus 2AB, that is 2 B power n into C power n plus B square means C power n whole square. Okay. Now you know very well that x power A power B means x power A into B. It can written as x power B whole power A also. So the powers can be changed. Therefore, this is equals to B power 2 whole power n. I can write it as plus, I can split B power 2 B power and C power n in two parts like this, B power n C power n plus B power n C power n plus C square whole power n. Okay, this is again equals to B square whole power n plus BC whole power n, B into C whole power n plus BC whole power n plus C square whole power n. Now I can replace B square by AC, C square by BD, and 1 BC is equals to AB. Right? So here B square is AC, so AC whole power n plus 1 BC same to same, and second B into C can be changed by AD. So it is AD whole power n plus C square is equals to BD whole power n from first, second and third. Now it is equals to A power n C power n, I can write it as plus B power n C power n, A power n D power n plus B power n D power n. Now in this pair I can take C power n as common, get A power n plus B power n. Similarly from these two terms I can take B power n common, I get A power n plus B power n. Now in these two terms you can see that A power n plus B power n common, and here remaining is C power n plus D power n. So this is the right hand side of our proof. So it is right hand side is equals to RHS. So since B power n plus C power n whole square is equals to A power n plus B power n multiplied by C power n plus D power n, then we can say that this is first term. We can take A power n plus B power n comma, this will be second term B power n plus C power n comma C power n plus D power n form a R in G. Hence proved. Question number 18. If A and B are the roots of x square minus 3x plus p equals to 0 and C and D are the roots of x square minus 12x plus q is equals to 0, where ABCD form a GP, prove that q plus p ratio q minus p equals to 17:50. So how can we solve this problem? Its solution. First of all, we see here A, B, C, D form a GP. Since A, B, C, D form a GP, therefore we can assume let A is A, B is AR, C is AR square, D is AR cube with common ratio R. Now A and B are the roots of this quadratic equation. Since A and B are the roots of x square minus 3x plus p is equals to 0. So as we know, the sum of roots, that is A plus B, sum of roots means sum of roots is equals to minus of coefficient of x, that is minus 3, divided by coefficient of x square, which is 1. So I get A plus B is equals to plus 3. If I replace A by A same and B by AR, so A plus AR is equals to 3. Again I can write it as A is common, 1 plus R is equals to 3. So which is equation number 1. Now multiplication of roots, that is A into B. A into B is equals to, A into B is constant term divided by coefficient of x square. So here P by 1. So A into B is P. Replace A as A into B, B as AR. So A into AR is equals to P. This implies A square R is equals to P. So it is second equation. Now C and D are the roots of, since C and D are the roots of x square minus 12x plus q is equals to 0. Therefore C plus D, here small d, c plus d, that is sum of roots. Sum of roots is what here? It is 12. Replace c and d by ar squared in ar cube. So ar square plus ar cube is equals to 12. Again, if I take ar square common, so ar square and within bracket 1 plus r. 1 plus r is equals to 12, which is equation number 3. Now multiplication of roots, c into d is equals to constant upon coefficient of x square, which is equals to q. Replace c and d by ar square into ar cube. It is equals to q. Again I get a square r power 5. A square r power 5 is equals to q, which is equation number 4. Now if I divide equation number third by first, okay, third by first. Third equation, ar square 1 plus r divided by first equation a 1 plus r. So it is equals to 12 by 3. 12 by 3, which is 4. 1 plus r cancel, a cancel. So I get r square is equals to 4. Hence r is equals to, taking square root both side, r is equal to plus minus 2. Now equation number 4 divided by equation number second. So from 4 and second, q by p, q divided by p is equals to a square r power 5 divided by a square r. So this implies q by p is equals to r power 4 by 1. If I put r equal to plus 2, if I put r equal to plus 2 or r equals to minus 2, here you can see that r power 4 means it will be positive in both cases. So this implies q by p is equals to plus minus 2 whole power 4 divided by 1. This implies q by p is equals to 16 by 1. Now we can use componendo dividendo formula. Componendo and dividendo formula. So this is implying q plus p divided by q minus p is equals to 16 plus 1 divided by 16 minus 1. So it is equals to 70 by 50. Hence proved. Question number 19. The ratio of the am and gm of two positive numbers a and b is m ratio n. Then show that. So its solution. First of all, we have given that two positive numbers a and b. Given a and b are two positive numbers. Therefore, am, that is arithmetic mean, am is equals to a plus b divided by 2, and gm, geometric mean, this is equals to square root of multiplication of these two numbers a into b. Now the ratio of am and gm is m is to n. Since am divided by gm is equals to n divided by n. Therefore, am is a plus b by 2. We can put here a plus b by 2 divided by gm is root ab. So root ab is equals to m by n. Again, I can write it as a plus b divided by 2 root ab is equals to m is to n. So using componendo dividendo formula. Okay, so componendo dividendo formula, a plus b plus 2 root ab divided by a plus b minus 2 root a. It is equals to m plus n divided by m minus n. Now you can see here, this is root a plus root b whole square. This implies I can write it as root a square plus root b square plus 2 root a into root b divided by root a square plus root b square, root a square plus root b square minus 2 root a into root b. It is equals to m plus n by m minus n. Now it will be root a plus root b whole square divided by root a minus root b whole square, m plus n divided by m minus n. Taking square root both sides, square root both sides. So we get root a plus root b divided by root a minus root b is equals to square root of m plus n divided by square root of m minus n. So this implies root a plus root b plus root a minus root b divided by root a plus root b minus root a, then it root b is equals to root m plus n plus root m minus n divided by root m plus n minus root m minus n. So I get here root b cancel, root a cancel. This implies 2 root a divided by 2 root b. It is equals to root m plus n plus root m minus n divided by root m plus n minus root m minus n. 2 and 2 cancel out. Now squaring both sides, squaring both sides. So squaring both sides, this implies root a by root b whole square. It is equals to root m plus n plus root m minus n divided by root m plus n minus root m minus n whole square. So this implies this is a by b is equals to square of numerator and square of denominator. Using the identity a plus b whole square, we get a square means m plus n plus b square means m minus n plus 2 times of multiplication of these two, that is root m plus n multiply by root m minus n and divided by squaring of denominator. So using a minus b whole square, I get m plus n, a square plus b square means m minus n, minus 2 square root of m plus n into square root of m minus n. Now you can see here n and n cancel out, so 2m plus 2. We can multiply these two terms within the square root. So m plus n into m minus n, a plus b into a minus b, a square minus b square. So square root of m square minus n square divided by 2n. Here you can see that n and n again cancel out, so 2m minus 2, this again m square minus n square. Now we can take 2 common from numerator and denominator and cancel out, so we get a by b is equals to m plus square root of m square minus n square divided by m minus square root of m square minus n square. Hence proved. This is the solution of this question.